Program's going to start at 10 a.m. I'm going to get some people on here in the next 3 or 4 minutes. Islam to you, Grand Rising to you. I'm getting something together for my voice. And I'm going to wait a couple minutes. I am here, though, to let we the people be inviting others to join us on this momentous occasion, being the executor of our estates, the supreme decision makers of our state. Grand Rising to you all. I can't see you right now because I want you to see the outside and start bringing our children back outside and start having them feel the dirt and play in the sand and understand Mother Nature and have fun. Woo, baby, have some fun. Enjoy the life, okay? Because it's a whole world out there. We don't need to be cooped up in our homes anymore, or apartments, or projects. This is the land, baby. We should be on the land that we own. Got 2 more minutes. Please invite others. We did a post yesterday saying that 10 o'clock promptly we would be stepping on part 2 of the estate and how to execute it. It is good to see you, good to be with you this morning. I hope y'all excited, because I very much am so. Okay. Or clear. All right, 10 o'clock. Let's go, Morris. Good to see you. Now, let me go ahead and C.A. Mabry, good to see you. Blaine Casino, Kelvin Guerrero. Oh, I'm shouting you out, Kelvin, so I hope you don't mind. Jerome Seabrook, good to see you. Marzi, Jabir El Bay, it is an honor to walk through life with you. This shows us as a community. We got 400 or 500 in the group, got people coming together online. It proves to us, even if it's social media, woo, baby, that we're able to unify and unite and organize as a people with one mind. Woo, that's what I'm talking about. Captain El Nino Chow Ali, Islam to you. Getting some points out the way. Still need to settle dust. I'm not for the profit, this man said, because I posted, it's been almost 2 weeks and people are still talking about it. And they're defaming my character as if I defamed the character of the sheik that I posted the information about. I did not. I'm going to let you know right now why I did that. I posted what I posted because the organization itself, which they've petitioned me to reach into them, USAR, the organization, is petitioning to be an army. Now, matriarchs, when they were contacting me, understand this. I'm a private investigator by trade. I've had extensive research in classes. That's why I'm able to research so good in private investigator work. I rarely miss the center of the target when I'm at the gun range. The matriarchs, the CIA has a list, a watch list, okay? If these people, whomever they are, have 50,000 signatures or whatever, and they're speaking about being an army and bearing arms on the watch list of the CIA, blacks are included, black activity groups. Moors are not, because we exist in the 5 pillars of light and we're exercising constitutional photo government. We're not being black or niggers or Negro or colored or any of those things. We're being human beings, love the world and want to see it heal. So if there are mothers with children associated with this particular organization, and they decide, who is they, the military arm of the Central Intelligence Agency, that they're going to stop this from happening, if they get wind or whatever, they ain't got no, you won't even know it, you dead. $450 billion per year on military might and technology. Drones coming to drop bombs on you. You never even knew it existed. Now we got blood on our hands because people are being misled. So, I love all Moors, but the truth is going to heal this nation. And we ain't on no fads in the empire. We're on the works of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. With that being said, there were a few things as I was meditating. Oh, I want y'all to go get some organic seeds. All the people viewing this video and everybody in the Consular Courts Northeast Mexican group. And when you're walking around and seeing open land, I want you to just drop the seeds in different places on the ground. Apple seeds, oranges, different vegetables, drop them on the ground. The earth is going to receive the seeds that it wants to, and it will sprout up. So then 10, 20 years later, when your children is walking around, they got something to eat. And they ain't got to go to the genetically modified, not nutritious centers. Actually go get the seeds, do the work. Even near your communities, if you live in the project, I don't care where it's at. The earth will produce. Go get the seeds and be dropping them around everywhere. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into this. Page number 12. If you are viewing this, Empress, Steve Green, Asi, and Summer Ali, the Empress who gifted me with this document, when you see this, because I seen that you are back on Facebook, please forgive me, but it's for the people. And I don't fear wrong. I don't care what someone can do to me. I don't care if black coats come knocking on my door. I am, fear is an illusion. So for giving this information to the people, which it says in the document later on that you could put yourself at real risk, I don't care. It's not of a concern to me. The people are, and them being free, the more empire is a concern to me. So you know that I love you, and I don't want you to feel offended that even though you asked me to keep this particular document to me, I'm giving it to them. I have to. I have to give it to the people. It belongs to them. Okay, 8 minutes in, we done touched on every point that I could think of right now. I hope you drank your water today. Go get some water, at least 2 cups. Slam it real quick. It works with the processes of the body. Okay. Just a couple paragraphs up. A state as the highest court. The registrar is the probate court, not the judge in the probate court. In Great Britain, just as in the United States, the registrar is the court. The probate is the paperwork at the registrar's office. The probate court just approves what the executor has already done. The executor office is higher than the probate court. The courts do not have jurisdiction in personam or subject matter over the estate. The only probate court possible to bring a claim into is the one described on the birth certificate. They won't do that. The executor office is the highest office in trust law and the highest authority. The estates are the authorities. All other courts are courts of inferior jurisdiction. I'm not going to send anyone this document that sends me an email saying, send documents. Okay? This is not how council operates. Now, my Empress has already set a video out, and she said, this is standardization. My visionary leader is looking for standardization. All Moors being able to do the same thing. You can listen to the video and source the words that I'm saying. If you have enough internet savvy to email me, send me the documents, then you have enough internet savvy to Google some of the words that I'm speaking, and you can pull this document up for yourself. We want nationalized Moors first, order of the day, in any way, shape, or form. After nationalization is confirmed, we want consuls. What consuls are those who have walked with us and finished the juror questionnaire after confirming nationalization. After that point, we integrate you into the region that your consuls exist in. So just know that that's where my heart is right now. I'm not going to be responding to people who just send us documents, like send us emails that say, just send me documents. No, I love y'all, but we got to get right as a unified body. We can't just be doing whatever we want just because we want some remedy for the things going on in our lives. Immediately, we thinking just about ourselves. We got to think about the whole empire as a whole. That's how it's going to heal. All right, back to you. The birth certificate with the registrar's seal shows that the estate is either in probate or has already been probated. The birth certificate is the certificate of death and the creation of an estate. Since the seal and signature is on the certificate of birth, that is certified proof that the estate has been probated, it must be an estate. Somebody on our page yesterday, the live video, they're spamming the comments. I haven't done it, and my sister who works alongside me hasn't done it. It says that her and I are the only ones that can see the comments. I think it's because people are dropping their email into the comment section, or Facebook is just acting crazy, or somebody is trolling the page. So cocne@gmail.com. That's where you will receive any correspondence. Please do not drop your email in the comment section because it clutters it up. One, we done asked politely a couple times. Two, and we're trying to do best practices in consuls. So oblige us, please, and help us out. Fiduciary duties of all officials to the estate. All officials and government servants have taken an oath. Even if they have not taken an oath on record, they have cashed the paycheck and accepted responsibility. The fiduciary duty of all officials is to serve and protect the estates and the occupant of the executor office. Of fiduciary responsibility is the highest responsibility in law. And SF 61 is required in the employee jacket of all federal employees. It is their oath of office. They signed it and following superior orders and not the Constitution of the United States is now their problem. Their oath of office is a confession of judgment. Oh, gotta get it. SF 61. Ask them about it. If they want to get jazzy, what you say? Don't you got a SF 61 in your pocket? Then you take an oath to your superiors. This is where you can hit them with the civil order, because he they superior. Who may occupy the executor office? Until you come of age, your father has the authority to occupy the executor office of the estate bearing your all caps names, provided he is aware. Got to be awoke and aware. You got to be a competent heir. Upon attaining the age of maturity, 21, you may step into and assume your proper capacity in the executor office of the all caps name, estate. If a man gets married before he reaches the age of 21, he does not have to wait until he becomes 21 to occupy the office of executor of the estate, but rather can occupy it immediately upon becoming married. Ooh, baby. Yeah. As the grantor of the estate, you are the only one who can appoint the executor or assign its duties to someone else. The executor can appoint trustees, but cannot authorize fictional entities to administrate the estate. You cannot function in the executor office of someone else. If you give someone the authority to carry out your executor duties, they could get you into trouble or jail. The father may give the mother of the children a specific and general durable power of attorney, made from executor office to executrix office, granting full and exclusive authority in all forms made from executor office to executrix office, granting full and exclusive authority in all forms involving all issues regarding name of children which are property of the husband's estate. This is what I'm saying to you mothers and fathers whose children are in the penal system right now for minor infractions. We're saying that as the executor of your estate, you can go get them out of the penal system. with your lawful authority as the executor and the executrix. This is what we're saying to you, mothers and fathers who have children in the social service system, but are fully capable and desire to care for your children. You can go to with affidavits and writs and lawful proof that you are the executor. The lawful proof is your birth certificate. And you can exercise lawful dominion and supreme decision-making powers over your children. They're state property. So when you go in and you take your executor office, occupant affidavit and writ to them, and you hand deliver it or mail it or email it to the head of the social service system, case manager, whomever is pretending to have authority over your affairs. This is a guarantee. When you use words like bonds and fee schedules and trusts, they will release your children. Okay? If you are not in a position to care for your children, leave them where they're at, please. Because I'll give you a little history about the man speaking to you. From the age of 3 to 18, I was in the social service system. I was in 45 to 50 placements in 15 years. That is an average of 3 placements a year for 15 years straight, from 3 to 15. I spent time in psych wards. I spent time in straitjackets. I spent time in social programs. I was restrained. I was force medicated. They force fed me medication. I was in work camps. I was in the system. That is what I experienced from 3 to 18. I was abused and I abused others because that's all I was taught and that's all I knew. I was rageful. I didn't understand why people didn't understand how to love. Me as a child, didn't put forth the time. All the women in my family was on some type of drugs, doing something. All the men in my family was alcoholics. It's just it. This is the truth of my life. I need y'all to know who's speaking to you so you understand where I come from and why I do this. I want to see all of your family healed. That's how I heal more every day. That's how I heal more every single day, when I see your family healed. Now, from 18 to 31, which I now am, I spent those years redeveloping myself, healing, coming up out of it, this vagabond spirit, bouncing from place to place from 18 to 31. I was never stable until about this time. The only time I got stable is when I got stable in my heart, my mind. So, don't be crying on me, y'all, because I can feel y'all energies, and I don't need to be doing that, okay, when I'm trying to teach. What's up, Jeremy, Michael Harper, Major Bay? Okay, so now that you got a little history, at the present moment, there are 13 children in my family that are in the social service system. I am getting ready to assume heirship, assume lawful authority as the executor of my entire bloodline. I'm going to go in after I get my Treasury Direct account fully open and established. I love you too, cuz Captain El Nino, Child Ali. I am going to get all of the babies in my family. And all of the parents that don't want to put in the work, guess what? They're going to have to answer to me. Because these babies don't deserve it. That's just it. They don't deserve generations of parents who choose to be neglectful. They don't deserve that. They deserve better. The Moor Empire deserves better from its nationals and aboriginals. We're holding them accountable. Woo, baby. All of them kids gonna be taken care of, running around happy, all out in the field and learning how to love on the land and eat off the land. All of them kids gonna be sitting at a big table. They're gonna be eating the plushest of the land, fruits and vegetables and everything. All of them kids is psyche from all the drugs they pumping in their head. You know what's gonna happen to them? They're gonna start getting healed. They're gonna be able to think. And then guess what I'm gonna raise up? I'm gonna raise up a generation of competent heirs. That's what I'm gonna do as a Moor for the Moor Empire. Woo, baby. Competent in this thing. All right. I'm back in this thing with you. In the absence of someone, either your father or yourself, occupying the executor office of the estate, the court will step in and administrate the estate, act like the trustee, as if it was abandoned. See definition of executor decentor. Woo! Yeah, baby. We're popping. That energy's popping. You got me hot right now. Uh-oh. Woo! Don't stop. Woo! Come on with it. Yeah. Until you step up and occupy the executor office for the estate, you are considered to be an incompetent. Acts of an incompetent have no legal effect. So whatever you did as an incompetent before occupying the executor office never happened, because you had no authority to take any action on part of the estate. For example, only the executor office can copyright the all caps estate name. So if you attempted to do so before you occupied the executor office of the estate, you were not successful until you step up as executor. Judges will treat you as a trustee in violation of your fiduciary duties and as liable for the debts. A man is the executor of his estate. An unmarried woman is the executrix of her estate. The estate of a woman may husband, and only he may sign as executor for the wife's estate, which estate is the property of the husband's estate. However, if the husband is malfeasant and misfeasant, the wife may act as executrix. The wife may also sign for her estate as executrix. If she is in a common law marriage or widowed, also a woman can be executrix if divorced and she has no father, no brothers, or the father, uncles. Children are the property of the father's estate until they reach the age of majority, 21. That's why you're not a minority. Stop calling yourself a minority. Minority in Black's Law Dictionary means child. That's what minority means. You are not minority. You are major. You are major, baby. You are an adult. That's what that means. Come on with it. The wife may act as executrix. The wife may sign for her estate as executrix if she is in a common law marriage or widow. Got that part? Uncles, children are the property of the father's estate until they reach the age of majority, 21, even after a divorce of the father and mother. If the father dies, the father's father becomes the executor. If the father dies, the father's father becomes the executor. I'm talking to you grandfathers right now who are wondering what happens if you've outlived your sons. I wholeheartedly send my condolences. You are the executor, grandfather. And next in line is the oldest brother of the father. And next in line is the oldest brother of the father. The oldest son is the executor of the parents' estate after their death. Now check how beautiful this is, right? So you got incompetent parents. Grand rising to you, Zena Williams. You have woken up. You're a Moor. You're an heir. You are actively engaging in the affairs of men. Okay? If your parents are incompetent, guess who gets to exercise decision-making power over the estates of your parents? You. Woo, baby. You want to get your blood work done, so can't nobody really say anything, because blood don't lie. Toriano, I love that man for spending time with me. He got an 11-step process. You got to add 2 on to it, which is getting your registration number, but it's by blood. If you don't have the money to do the by blood, then get some records and testimony from people in your family, which I have my mother's full support in what I'm doing. And I have a few other people in my family that are witnesses saying that, yes, that's the heir, that's the executor. And we, they know I'm right. It's time for the bloodlines and the families to